Hello, 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 everybody. It is Wednesday at 1 Eastern. And I am super excited that I have an amazing guest that's going to be joining me today for a conversation. My final maker story for the month of March. We know we are all celebrating National Crochet or Crafters Month. And I wanted to make sure that I ended this month with a bang. It's not a written post, but it is a live interview with the one and only Thomas Gregory Hamilton. I'm super excited to have him join me today, and I hope you guys enjoy this interview. So help me welcome Mr. Gregory Stitch.
Hey!
Hi, friend! It's
Hi,
so good
friend!
to see you.
It's
I
so good
just
to be
made
too.
you my friend. You know, you're my new friend. I don't know if you
Yes,
knew that, but you're my friend now.
that works for me. That absolutely works for me.
Awesome. So our friends are here and they want to learn more about you. I told them that I had this amazing guy coming to talk with us today. And so welcome everybody to my live stream. Welcome to our Fun with Furls group. Welcome to Furls Crochet, where I have the amazing uh, Thomas Gregory Hamilton, aka Gregory Stitch, joining me today for an interview. We're going to chat a little bit about crochet. We're going to talk about couture, crochet, and we're just going to talk about life. So I hope you guys enjoy. Feel free to put any comments, anything that you're wanting to know about Gregory in the comments, and he'll be sure, I'll ask him those questions and he'll be sure to answer them. So Gregory, introduce yourself to the audience. Let them know who you are, what you do, and you have to talk about those fabulous items behind.
Okay. So, hi, everyone. Hi, good morning. My name is Thomas Gregory Hamilton, as Ms. Brown has said already. I am a crochet fashion designer. I've been crocheting for I want to say about what, 7 or 8 years now. I want to say that 7 or 8 years. And before I was crocheting, I'm still am a professional dancer and actor. So that's what I do when I'm not crocheting. But yeah, I started crocheting a few years after my mom. Actually, no, it wasn't a few years. I want to say like a year after my mom passed away. Um, and I needed a form of therapy to get me through that time. Excuse me, to get me through that time. And so I went to Walmart, picked up some yarn, picked up a crochet hook, and I went to YouTube and I started to teach myself. And so from that, I started making hats, started making scarves, little things here and there.
Mhm.
Not really like, interested in like really doing something or making anything with it. I was just like experimenting and trying new things. And then um, I remember on my birthday, I made like this little top for myself. It was like really, really funky looking, and like I posted it on Instagram or no Facebook. I posted it on Facebook,
Mhm.
and everyone was like, "Oh my God, I love it! I love it! I love it! How much is it? I want to buy that! Oh my God, you made this! I want to buy this! What is this?" And I'm like, what? Like seriously, you really want to like buy this? You would purchase something like this? And it didn't
Right.
hit me. It didn't hit me until like later that you know what, I could actually do this. Because I've
Mm-hmm.
always had a passion for fashion, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But I never really acted on it. I remember when I was dancing, I was always trying to sew something up or make something as a costume when I dance and stuff like that, and it just never turned out right. And so like now I am able to like design stuff with like yarn, something I never thought I would be able to do in a million years. And so here I am today, Gregory Stitch.
I love it. 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 I always get so excited when you share your story. I won't tell the folks that we had an interview previously and we decided not to air that one and decided to just go live. But when you shared the story about your mom passing and you wanting to find something to do to occupy your time, going into Walmart, picking up some regular yarn and some
Yeah.
regular hooks and just getting started. Can you talk a little bit more about just getting started and how, your ups and downs with that just getting started and that realization of, hey, this is something here when people started, commenting on a mix that you had posted, when they started recognizing this talent? How did you move forward? Like, what was your process in moving forward?
Well, for me, I will say with any beginner with anything, you're going to feel like, well, I know that I felt like very like, I don't know. I guess I was just really, I guess, new to it, and it felt like, okay, what am I doing? I feel like I'm just playing with this, not really sure. I was very uncomfortable. I was very like uncertain of what I was doing, and so it was just like, okay, Thomas, are you going to do this or not? You going to do this or not? And so
Right.
what I did was, I put it in my mind. I was just like, you know what? Let me just, if I really want to do this, let me just practice at this. Let me just really like start honing this craft. I was
Mhm.
looking at like tutorials, like video after video, video after video, and video after video, and like I work something up, tear it apart, work something up, tear it apart,
Mm.
because I really wanted to understand this thing. And like during that time, mind you, I was also going through a time of homelessness, and
Mm.
it was just like, here I am, and it kind of reflected of where I was in that life. Here I am trying to learn something, trying to build myself. Then all of a sudden, I'm tearing it back out. Something
Mm.
happens, or I get knocked back down again. But it was just like, keep going, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep pressing, keep trying that stitch. Try this stitch. Now try this again. I tried it in a different way, and something sticked. I mean, something stuck,
I love
and and it got to the point where it was just like, you know what, let's do this. And so I remember that sweater that I made. It was just something. It wasn't something that I learned, or it wasn't a pattern. It wasn't a tutorial. That sweater that I crocheted for my birthday and I posted it online. It was something because I was just really determined to get it.
it. Mm.
I really wanted to create something that was on my own, and so that's what I did. I remember, I remember not really knowing how to do like to construct a garment or how a shirt is actually made. I remember like making this netted portion of like the bottom, like the midsection down, and then on top, I remember I remember crocheting like a square or something like that, and I would pin it to like a piece of cardboard, like with some
Ah.
needles, like pins, and then like I would like try to crochet the crew neck or V-neck or on it, and it was just like I I don't know what I did, but it worked. It was just, and that's why I say, oh my God, you like this? You want to buy this? And
Mhm.
so it's so amazing because you may think something is not your best, and you may think something is oh, it's not good. Oh, this ain't nothing. But
Uh-huh.
in someone else's eyes, it's everything. So it's all about your perspective and how you look at things.
I love it. Say that one more time. It's all about
The perspective.
perspective. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So we're starting to get some comments and some questions. And one is, what are the best yarns you feel for nice tops? So what do you recommend for nice tops?
You know
Not
what?
me.
That's a good
Sorry.
question, but it also depends on what kind of tops as well.
Mm.
So I'll be looking at for like swimsuits, sweaters, things of that nature. I would say for I mean, if you just want to do like a regular schmegler like sweater or something like this,
Okay, so
like
that's not regular schmegular, first of all. What? Regular. But go ahead.
Well, if you want to just make like a sweater or something, something you can just put on, take off, and just throw it to the side. I usually use my acrylics for that, or like a acrylic wool mixture blend. Um, but if you wanted like I will say this, like this whole gown behind me is all
Baby, we
acrylic.
gonna talk about that. You just wait. We
Okay,
gonna talk
okay.
about
But anyway,
okay.
but like I usually okay. But if you want something like a swimsuit, or something that's going to keep you cool, I actually recommend like using like your natural fibers, like linen, something like cotton or like bamboo yarns, because it's airy and it doesn't like really like make you all that hot. So and I love, oh my god, so I just started getting into what is that? What is it? Mercerized cotton or Pima cotton, and like I am loving the crap out of that because it's so it makes my work look a little more defined because it has like the sheen quality to it. And it's like absolutely beautiful. So I hope I answered your questions.
I hope you did. I'm sure you did. If they have more, I'm sure they'll ask. So I'm seeing all these comments. Those dresses behind him are gorgeous. So you have to talk about the dresses behind you. I love the
All
Peacock story. So if you could share that one, that would be fabulous.
right. Okay, so my infamous peacock dress or gown. She's a little old though, but I actually created this gown back in 2015. It was actually it was in my mind for a very, very long time, and I just never had a chance or the opportunity or reason why to create it. But I did my very first fashion show back in 2015, my very first one, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this because this is something that it's been in my mind, and I need to get it out. And so that's what I did. And it was just like my in my head, it was like, oh, it's going to be my breakthrough moment. And so I was on this fashion show, and it was called Smile, You're Beautiful. Smile, You're Beautiful. And it's a show that's benefiting children and adults with disabilities or mental disabilities. And it was something that's very dear and near to me because my brother and I, we were both born crack babies.
Wow.
And it was like, thank God, like nothing, like we didn't have any, major like side effects of all of that. And it was just like, this is like really near and dear to me. And so I was like, of course I'm going to do this. And I was like, okay, what better way, to show my support than premiering this peacock gown?
I love it. I love it.
This gown is actually made of like several different like brands of yarn. Like you got your Karan Simply Soft, you got your Auntie Lydia's, then you have your Lion Brand yarn, and so on and so on. So like, and there's over like 375 peacock feathers on here that I crochet. So yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. I love that story, and it's just so inspiring, having an idea of something and then seeing it come to fruition, and not only come to fruition, but walk the runway. How about that?
God. Oh my God. It was so dope. Let me tell you, because I was so nervous at first. I was so nervous because and I think it's always nerve-wracking when you're presenting your babies to the world, and I just remember because, like, of course, before my fashion shows, I dance and I twirl on the runway, and here I am, I'm like, okay, God, okay, make sure this goes out, this goes out, this goes out, and when it got to the point of my peacock gown, like walking the runway, it was like this like moment of like, we made it this far. I said I was gonna do something. I put my mind to it. I put my fingers to it, like sweat, blood, and tears in this thing. And finally, just to see it walk down the runway, like being escorted.
Amazing.
I'll actually, I'm going to post the video of that, being escorted by these two male dancers walking down the runway, and like it was just like amazing. I got a standing ovation, and I was just like, it was amazing because we work so hard at what we
Yes,
do, and we work
yes,
so hard at making our dreams become reality,
yes,
and just
yes.
to see it come to pass, to manifest itself. Oh my God, there's no
Amazing.
other feeling like that.
Amazing. Amazing, 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 and so inspiring. With that, what is your best technique to get out of your crojo slump? So we've all gone through it where I could imagine after putting all those peacock feathers onto a dress, did you put your hook down and say, you know what, I need a minute? And then how did you come back from that?
You know what? Well, like with the peacock gown, it was like for me, like just seeing the finished product was actually my inspiration to actually keep going. But
Mm,
because I knew like what the end result was going to be. And so that's what kept me going. But there
yeah.
are times when I'm like I am in my like what is that? I lose my crojo. And like
Hmm.
especially during 2020,
Yes.
like I was just like I went for months for not even picking up a crochet hook. And when I did try, it was just like, Lord, what's the point? Like it was just like really I went to this like really bad like depression stage last year. And
Mm-hmm.
what got me out of that was like actually being away from like crochet. Not even looking, I didn't look at anything dealing with crochet
Right.
because for me, I had to go back inside and do some work. I had to like figure out what was my why, you know?
Yes.
What was my why? Why am I doing this? Is this to, because at this time my following had grown like tremendously. I think I had hit 10,000 followers on
Hmm.
Instagram. And it was
Hmm.
just like, okay, this is great. This is awesome. But it was just like, but what's the point? Am I doing this
Right.
just for the likes? Am I doing this just for the comments? Or, what? And so I had to actually go back to like the beginning of how I started this peacock gown
Mm.
and like really do some like research and figure out what made me so like happy, what inspired me to make this gown.
Right.
And so sometimes you have to step away from what you're doing and really like just focus on something else. Go take a walk.
Mm.
I live on Pinterest. Pinterest is my baby. And so I'm dating Pinterest. But and so like I do like I just go through and look at stuff, and it's not even fashion related, it's not even crochet related. It's just like a lot of cooking and a lot of like I don't know, like I love water and things of that nature, and I love like looking at different things. Then I love music because music inspires
Mm.
me heavily
Mhm.
when I design. So just take a minute, breathe. You don't have to jump right back into it, but take a break, take a walk, find something in nature that inspires you, and then when you're ready, come back to it. No rush, don't rush it.
I love it. I love it. And I think that's great advice. And to follow up on that, you already shared that you love Pinterest, but where do you find your inspiration for your creation?
You know what? Like I said, a lot of the stuff like I already have in my mind actually.
Mhm.
A lot of the stuff like I could see something on Pinterest that inspires me. So I see something and it's like it's not it's the for me it's mostly the cut of a design or a cut of the way a pattern or something or like a piece of tile is like laid down or something like that that inspires me. And I usually have those like in the back of my mind, in the back of my
Mhm.
brain. But
Mhm.
then if I watch a movie or
Mm.
if I listen to music, it's like, oh my God, this will fit here. Oh, this piece
Right.
of the puzzle will fit here. And
Mm.
so it's like that's when I say like take step away from crochet, step away from crochet. Like, don't look at other people's work and try to get inspired from that. Be inspired from the things that you see around you, that you
Yes.
experience in life. I'm telling you, because you can take those memories and take those experiences and apply it to your design and what you want to make.
Love
You
it.
know, so
I love it. And I agree 100%. Taking a break or step my hair going kind of crazy ways. Taking a break or step I didn't like that. That didn't look nice. Taking stepping away definitely helps to get your crojo back into, like you said, find your why. We have another
yeah,
question. Like they got all the questions for you today, love.
come
How many
on.
hours a day do you find yourself crocheting as a designer?
Whew.
Oh, I keep doing
Like
it.
for me, it's like nonstop actually. But I did like in the beginning, it was just like nonstop. I was just like
Mhm.
crochet, 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 crochet. And even in my when I'm not crocheting, I'm crocheting and like designing in my mind. And so it was never like an ending thing for me. But it got to the point where I started to experience, burnout. And I was like, oh my God,
Mm,
like I'm tired. Why am I crocheting? I don't want to do this anymore. And it got to the point where I even started to like, oh my God, it was crazy. And I started to develop like hypertension because I was so stressed on trying to come up with something else, come up with something else.
oh, yes.
Um, but I had to put a limit on my crochet. So I
Mm,
would say I would crochet from like now I crochet from like 9 a.m. to about let me say 6 p.m. And after
mhm.
that I'm done.
Okay.
I don't because I can't keep stressing myself out like that to the point where I'm not like my health is in jeopardy. And I also
Mm,
noticed that I started to gain weight because I'm sitting down the whole time just here I am
right,
do.
right.
And so I wasn't getting the proper exercise that I needed. So I would say yeah, I usually I treat my business as it's like my actual business. So I like
Mhm.
either from 9 to 5 or 9 to 6. That's how I
Mm.
operate.
That's really good for those of us who don't know how to put down the hook and we just stay up
Right.
all night crocheting. Um,
Yeah.
Gregory takes a break. So we all must take a
Yeah.
break. We have to do some movement and exercise and get our bodies moving and not just to be in that
Mhm.
sitting position. Really good. Now you have a couple of things in your hand and I need to know what they are. So we just want to ask you, show us what you got in your hand.
Well, so in my hand, I have the infamous Furls crochet hooks. Ah, yes. And I believe, well, these are the onyx ones.
Mhm. The
Yes. And
black.
they're the black ones. Like,
Hmm.
so I am absolutely in love with this. Like when you
Yay.
guys sent this to me, like I was like, oh my God, you should have saw me. Like my aunt was like, what's wrong with you? And I'm crying, and I'm not I'm like almost in tears. I'm like, oh my God, I love these because like they look these are sexy.
Aren't they
That's all I can
sexy?
say. They are
Aren't they
sexy.
sexy? In the comments, if you own Odyssey hooks, you have to raise your hand and say, yes, I own Odyssey, and tell us what your
Oh, honestly,
favorite color
sorry.
is. So it's okay. It's the Odyssey. Those
Yes.
are the
What's your
black and
favorite
yellow,
color?
I
What's
believe.
your favorite?
What's your
Tell
favorite
me
color?
what's
We
your
want to
favorite.
know. Tell us what your, I like
Oh, one
that.
second.
Ah, you a whole vibe. You okay? Oh no. Where'd you go?
Hey, I'm so sorry. I kind of got lost there.
It's okay. No problem. So yes, tell us what your favorite hook is in the comment section, y'all, and I will put it up on the screen. I'll go back to some of the other questions that people have. What suggestions slash recommendations can you give for someone who wants to design a sweater for the first time? So first time designers, any suggestions for them? And I'll make that more broad, not just sweaters, but anything, any kind of garment that people want to design. What's the first things they should do?
Okay. First, I would say you need to have an understanding of how, actually, first, of how the body is shaped. Um,
Mm,
like um like really getting into like measurements, like really like understanding, how to apply the numbers and the math to, the body, like, you know, the neck, doing your neck, like measuring the neck if you're doing something like that, and how loose you or the ease you want the sweater to be or the garment to be. The arm length if you're going to have arms. The chest or the bust area. The length of the torso, the waist, and so on and so on. So understanding that is really going to help. Next, this is something I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you a secret of how I started actually, because I don't share this with everybody. I started by taking a T-shirt. I took a T-shirt and then I cut it at the seams or ripped it out with a seam ripper, and I laid out every single piece of that T-shirt.
Wow.
Now, once everything was laid out and I got every single aspect of that T-shirt laid out, what I did, I went back with a yarn and a hook, and I crocheted each and every shape.
Okay. Okay.
And then after I had every shape crocheted out and done, I would seam it together, and that's how I learned how to make garments. It's pretty much the same as if you were like actually sewing garments, like on a sewing machine. You go to the store, you find a pattern that you like, you get it, and you would cut it out. The same shape as that the pattern is telling you to, then you seam it together. And so that's how I usually, if I want to design like a particular shape or something like that, that's what I do. And once you actually get, an understanding of that, of how, the garment's supposed to look, the structure of it, like you'll be able to like bust out things like that. So I say honestly, just make sure that your crochet, that you're knowledgeable of your crochet stitches that you got them, down packed. But then to start, dissecting garments, see how it's like made, see like how it's shaped, because shaping, especially in crochet and knitting, is everything. So
that's really, really good information. Thank you so much for sharing that, for telling us something that you don't really share with other people. That little inside scoop. We'll take
no problem.
So someone else is really intrigued by something you have behind you, the spinning wheel. They want to know, do you use it? What's the story behind the spinning wheel? Tell us.
This spin wheel, I will start using it soon. I will learn how to use it soon. But at the moment, I don't.
Okay.
This is actually, it was given to me as a gift. Yeah, I know. I cried like a baby. I do. Like I'm a big crybaby.
What a great gift.
But they gave it to me as a gift at the the Southeast Men's Knitting Retreat up in Easton Mountain, Albany area, New York, and they gave it to me, and I have yet to use it because I'm really not sure how to use it. I'm not even quite sure how to set it up. But if anyone out there wants to, teach a brother to spin, then let me know.
I'm gonna find the comment of the person who commented it, and maybe they can help you.
Yes.
Yeah, I cannot, of course, find it because everybody is saying so many amazing things. But I do remember seeing that comment that somebody wanted to know about the spinning wheel. So when I go back through the comments, I'll find this person and I will try and connect you with them to see if they can help you learn how to use the spinning wheel. So our folks are like going crazy about how much they love the Odyssey hooks. And my bestie, the one who actually introduced me to Furls, is Michelle. And I think you've commented on some of her posts, Crochet especially for you. She's commented how much she loves Furls hooks and she absolutely adores you. So Michelle, hi, I love you.
Hi, Michelle.
I appreciate you. She my bestie. I love she. Um, this has, I mean, you just share so much information and so many insights and just amazing. I think that you are so talented. People want to know
Okay.
where they can buy your patterns. If you have any, where can they buy them? Um, tell us all about your social media, how they can follow you. I know that you do some master classes, so share all that good info with the crew.
Okay. So,
Okay,
right now,
tell them.
I'm in the process of designing several patterns. Um, yeah, several. It's a lot. And they're going to be released soon. And for those, and I know a lot of I'm just throwing stuff. Lord.
Don't
For
be
those of
throwing your
you,
hooks now. Don't throw the hooks. Don't
no,
throw
those are
the
not the
hooks.
hooks. They weren't the hooks. That's good. It wasn't the hooks.
Okay.
But no, for those who've been waiting for this pattern, it's going to be released later this fall. And you can like find my patterns on Ravelry. You can find them. They're going to be on Etsy. And when my website goes back up, it's gregorystitch.com. When that's back up, don't go there now because you ain't gonna find nothing. But but when that's up, it's going to be available there as well.
Awesome.
So I have a lot of stuff coming out, like a lot of stuff coming out with the Lion brand and other companies and other brands.
Wait, before you
And
talk, before you finish, I just want to say something. Lions brand, I must really give them some serious kudos as an African American woman. They have been doing a lot for the community, and I'm really happy to see another person that is my friend, because you're my friend now. I told you that, right? Is my friend that has a connection with Lions Brand. Another wonderful crocheter,
mhm,
she Anika, she's working with them as well on some of
yes,
their the new line of skein tones, which I think is just such an awesome idea. And I love how the crochet community can get behind all these brands and really help to, you know, have representation for everybody. And that's so important to me. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Lions Brand. We appreciate you. And thank you for working with my friend, Gregory Stitch. Okay, you can finish talking now.
it's okay. Oh my God, yes, I absolutely love Lion Brand. The Lion Brand family, like they are so supportive, like of what I do, everything that I do. They're the ones who actually sponsored the yarn for Christine back here. And
That's her
so
name. You ain't even
yeah,
talk
her
about
name is
her.
Christine.
Oh, yes. Yes, Christine.
Yeah, after my grandmother.
I
But yo,
love
they
it.
they sponsored this this is homespun yarn, and so they
Oh,
sponsored like about I want to say it was a good 20 like balls of yarn for this
I
gown,
love it.
and so like I'm forever grateful and thankful to them. Um, but going back to what I was saying about my master classes. So I've been doing master classes with the amazing Perry Mandeltra, the Crochet Boss. And she's like almost like I don't know if you guys have heard of the Crochetpreneur,
Yes.
but she is like really. She and I are both like we're doing like a series of master classes where we're helping entrepreneurs, crochetpreneurs, to really harness their business and you know and like we're teaching them like marketing, how to market your crochet, how to market it on with email marketing, social media marketing, and like video marketing, which is something I'm very passionate about. Love doing videos,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just really just like making sure that we're good as a crochet community because we understand, everyone loves knit. Knit is great. I'm not downplaying knit at all, but us
Yes.
crocheters, we're on the rise,
Mm-hmm.
baby. We coming
Yes.
up.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
we want to make sure that when our moment comes, we're going to be prepared to step into that light. And so that's what we're doing. That's what me and Miss Perryman is doing. But I also have my online academy. It's called the
Yes.
Gregorian Academy, the
Yes.
Gregorian Academy.
I love it.
And right now, I am enrolling people for my Stitch Factor course. It's basically a course on stitches. So if you're a beginner and you want to, level up, level up, level up your
Yes.
stitches, that's what this class is for. I'll be teaching like a lot of like stitches like textured stitches, cables. And a lot of people didn't know that you can do cables with crochet.
You can do
And
cables and
yes, you
crochet.
can.
Yes.
And so
Yes, you
I'll be
can.
doing a, say it again.
I was saying, yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. So this course is really for those people who want to, level it up. And this is going to actually be a 6-week course. And there's going to be so much information being thrown at you. And the class actually starts April 19th. So there's still
Okay.
time to register if you guys are interested.
Yes.
Just send me a message at gregorystitch@gmail.com. Again, that is gregorystitch@gmail.com.
I'm putting it in the chat now at gregorystitch@gmail.com.
Yeah.
All right.
And
I shared it.
also, oh, good. Also, in the fall, I will be teaching a garment construction class for anybody like wanting to learn how to do like garment construction. This one is going to be on jackets and sweaters, like simple sweaters, simple jackets, how to make pants and things of that nature.
I love it.
So yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And you already know I love you.
Wow.
Thank you so much for taking time out your amazingly busy schedule to chat with us today. I hope that you, my Furls peeps, all enjoyed this interview. Please check Gregory out, Gregory Stitch, on Instagram. He's on Facebook. You can email him. He has a lot going on and you need to be involved. Again, Gregory, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you. And I'll chat with you again soon.
So thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
All right, family. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me this afternoon, taking your lunch break or your breakfast break or your evening break with me. Hopefully you enjoyed this interview. If you have somebody that you're interested in learning more about, somebody that you would like me to interview, just let me know. Hit me up. You can email me. I'm Deveter, Deveter, at furlscrochet.com. I'll talk to you soon. Now get back to that work in progress. Bye.